Yeah. Thank you. Just a comment on the other one, and I'll go to the ambassador's question. I think it's important to distinguish between international human rights law and international law. International human rights law, and Frank was involved in the Russell Tribunal, and we are all, some of us involved in the boycott and divestment and sanction. These are not measures that would determine how post-colonial liberated Palestine would look like. International human rights law is an attempt to stop the colonization. It doesn't offer something instead. It's almost, in medical terms, you want to stop the spread of the illness, but you're not going to cure the patient. If you want to talk about how Palestine should look like, I'm afraid international law is not very helpful, because international law was created by colonialist empire. And even in 1960, when finally international law tribunals were willing to determine colonialism as a violation of international law, there is a specific clause in all the international relations documentation, specific clause, that settler colonial realities are not a violation of international law. For obvious reason. Because if settler colonialism would regard it as colonialism, then the United States is violating international law, Brazil, most of the world, so to speak, you know. So I think that we have to connect very closely with the struggle of indigenous people, African Americans, a lot of groups